For thousands of years, across cultures and continents, it's been whispered about in sacred texts and mystery schools. Ancient civilizations called it the gateway to the gods, the seat of the soul, the eye of consciousness. Today, top neuroscientists have identified the physical structure that mirrors these ancient descriptions perfectly. They've found it, hidden in the geometric center of your brain. But this incredible rediscovery comes with a shocking revelation. This tiny, powerful gland is under attack. New research has uncovered a silent problem that is unfolding within the minds of nearly everyone on the planet. A process of hardening, of crystallization, is shutting this gland down. And for the first time, scientists are beginning to understand why. What if I told you that the mythical third eye isn't a myth at all? That it's a real, physical part of your anatomy that scientists are now taking more seriously than ever? And what if I told you that this vital organ, this potential source of intuition and clarity, is being compromised in the vast majority of us? In this video, we're peeling back the layers of myth and diving into the hard science. We'll reveal what's happening inside your brain right now, expose the surprising culprits in our modern world that are causing this shutdown, and lay out the science-backed steps you can take to reverse the damage and potentially reclaim a faculty you never knew you lost. Before we get to the modern problem, we have to understand what we're even talking about. The idea of a third eye is one of the most persistent in human history. The ancient Egyptians revered it, symbolizing it as the Eye of Horus, a potent emblem of protection and awareness. In the spiritual traditions of India, it's known as the Ajna chakra, the sixth primary energy center, seen as the gateway to inner realms and higher consciousness. The Greek philosopher Plato even spoke of an eye of the soul, claiming it was far more precious than 10,000 bodily eyes, for by it alone is truth seen. Even the father of modern philosophy, René Descartes, was fascinated. He dissected brains, searching for the principal seat of the soul, the one place where all our thoughts are formed. He concluded it had to be a small, unique gland that sat alone, deep in the center of the brain. For centuries, these were just philosophies and myths. But modern science, with its powerful imaging tools, has pinpointed the exact structure these ancient cultures were likely describing, a tiny, pinecone-shaped endocrine gland known as the pineal gland. Its location is just astonishing. It sits deep within the brain, nestled in a groove right where the two halves of the thalamus join. It is, quite literally, in the geometric center of the human brain. Its pine cone shape is so significant that it has been used as a sacred symbol by civilizations from the Romans and Greeks to the Assyrians and Christians. You can spot it on the staff of the Pope, in ancient Sumerian carvings, and even on the grounds of CERN in Switzerland. It's a tribute hidden in plain sight, a nod to the power contained within this tiny, rice grain-sized organ. So what does this gland actually do? From a purely biological standpoint, the pineal gland is an absolute powerhouse. Its primary, scientifically undisputed role is the production of melatonin. Think of the pineal gland as the master conductor of your body's internal clock. Melatonin is the hormone that regulates your circadian rhythms, that 24-hour cycle that tells you when to get sleepy and when to wake up. When darkness falls, your eyes send a signal through a neural pathway to the pineal gland. The gland then gets to work, converting serotonin into melatonin, which floods your body and prepares you for a deep, restorative sleep. This process is critical not just for sleep, but for your entire well-being. Melatonin is one of the most powerful antioxidants your body produces. It fights inflammation, supports your immune system, and helps repair cellular damage while you rest. When your pineal gland is working right, your sleep is deep, your mood is stable, and your body's natural healing processes are firing on all cylinders. But what makes the pineal gland so unique is its strange anatomy. Unlike most of the brain, which is protected by the blood-brain barrier, the pineal gland has a direct, unfiltered connection to the bloodstream. This allows it to sample what's going on in your body in a way most other brain regions can't. Even weirder, scientists have discovered that while the human pineal gland doesn't see like our two eyes, it responds to light indirectly via signals from the retina. In some other animals, like lizards and frogs, the gland is much closer to the skin and functions as a literal, light-sensing third eye. In humans, the fact that it's still so tied to light detection is what earned it that scientific nickname in the first place, and it opens the door to a world of possibilities. This is where our story takes a darker turn. This vital gland, this master regulator of our biological rhythms, is failing for a lot of people. A process known as pineal gland calcification is happening on a massive scale. What is calcification? It's the buildup of calcium phosphate crystals inside the gland. These deposits, sometimes called brain sand, accumulate over time, hardening the gland's soft tissue. A growing body of research now suggests this hardening impairs its function. Now, that title, calcified in 97% of people, that's a claim from the more extreme end of the discussion, reflecting a concern that almost everyone is affected to some degree. But let's look at the hard, verifiable numbers from peer-reviewed science. A comprehensive 2023 meta-analysis, which pooled data from dozens of studies, found that the global prevalence of significant pineal gland calcification is a staggering 61.65%. In many Western countries, that number climbs well over 80% as we age. Let that sink in. A majority of adults could be walking around with a hardened, crystallized gland in the center of their brains. And it starts shockingly early. Some studies show that by age 17, up to 40% of people already show signs of it. For years, this was considered a normal, harmless part of aging, like getting gray hair. But that view is being aggressively challenged. A wave of new research is finding correlations between this widespread calcification and some of our most common modern ailments. Recent studies have suggested links between pineal calcification, the resulting drop in melatonin, and things like sleep disorders, mood issues, and a disrupted sleep-wake cycle. When the pineal gland gets calcified, its ability to produce melatonin can be jeopardized. The very factory that produces our master sleep hormone gets clogged with grit. The result is a cascade of problems: trouble falling asleep, sleep isn't as deep, and your body doesn't get the chance to perform its nightly repairs. This isn't some mystical problem, it's a modern health concern hiding in plain sight. If this isn't just a natural part of aging, then what's causing it? Scientists have identified a few key suspects, and one of the main ones might surprise you. A primary factor researchers are focusing on is industrial fluoride. For decades, fluoride has been added to public water and toothpaste to improve dental health. What's less known is that fluoride has a powerful attraction to calcium. Because the pineal gland has such high blood flow and isn't fully behind the blood-brain barrier, it can act like a sponge. Research has shown that fluoride accumulates in the pineal gland more than in any other soft tissue in the body. A landmark study by Dr. Jennifer Luke was one of the first to uncover this, finding a strong correlation between the amount of fluoride in the pineal gland she studied and their degree of calcification. While the debate around water fluoridation is complex, the evidence showing that fluoride builds up in the pineal gland is compelling and raises questions about our constant exposure. The second major culprit: our modern obsession with screens. The pineal gland's melatonin production is suppressed by light. For millions of years, this system worked perfectly. The sun went down, darkness fell, and the gland switched on. But now, we live in a world of perpetual artificial daylight. Our homes are bright, and we spend our evenings staring into the intensely blue-glowing screens of our phones and TVs. Research has confirmed that blue light is the most powerful wavelength for suppressing melatonin. Studies show that evening exposure to blue light can slash melatonin production, tricking your brain into thinking it's still midday. Every night you scroll through your phone in bed, you're actively telling your pineal gland not to do its job. This chronic disruption puts immense stress on the gland. Other factors like a diet high in processed foods and chronic stress also play a role, creating a perfect storm of environmental factors that are systematically targeting this ancient and vital gland. This brings us to the most fascinating, and speculative, part of our journey. If a healthy pineal gland regulates sleep, what else might it be capable of? Could this be the biological source of intuition, spiritual insight, and vivid dreams? This is where we enter the world of Dr. Rick Strassman and his research from the 1990s. He studied the effects of a powerful compound called DMT. DMT is found in thousands of plant species and is the active ingredient in the shamanic brew, ayahuasca. What's truly astonishing is that DMT has also been found in the mammalian brain. Dr. Strassman put forward a bold hypothesis, that the human pineal gland might be a factory for DMT, releasing it during profound events like deep meditation or near-death experiences. The experiences his volunteers reported were bizarre and profound. Now, it is absolutely crucial to state that this is still a hypothesis. While DMT has been detected in the pineal glands of rats, its production in the human pineal gland has not been confirmed. The possibility alone, however, is staggering. Could our flashes of intuition or the reality-bending nature of our dreams be linked to our own internal chemistry, orchestrated by this gland? Science is starting to provide some tantalizing clues. Some studies have shown that long-term meditators can have higher melatonin levels, indicating a healthier, more active gland. While this doesn't prove the DMT theory, it does show a clear link between our conscious practices and the physical health of the pineal gland. It suggests that by taking care of this gland, we may be tuning the very instrument of our consciousness. If you're finding this exploration of the bridge between science and spirituality as fascinating as I do, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. We go deep into topics like this every week. And if you've ever had a wild experience you describe as a flash of intuition or a profound dream, share your story in the comments below. So, we're faced with a calcification problem, driven by our modern world. The good news is, it doesn't have to be a one-way street. While there's no magic pill to decalcify the gland overnight, you can make conscious choices to support its health and function. Here are 4 science-backed methods you can start using today. Method 1: Eliminate the aggressors. The first step in healing is to stop the assault. Reduce fluoride. If you're concerned, this is a direct action you can take. Consider a water filter that specifically removes fluoride, like a reverse osmosis system. You could also switch to a fluoride-free toothpaste. Block the blue light. This is non-negotiable. At least 2 hours before bed, use the blue light filters on your devices. Better yet, put them away entirely. Switch your home lighting to warm, amber, or red-toned bulbs. Sleep in total darkness by using blackout curtains or a good sleep mask. This gives your pineal gland the clear signal it needs to start its nightly work. Method 2: Support your body's detox processes. Certain foods can help support your body's natural cleanup systems. Tamarind. This tropical fruit has been studied for its potential to help the body excrete fluoride. Chlorophyll-rich foods, things like chlorella and spirulina, are packed with chlorophyll, a compound that can bind to toxins and help remove them from the body. Turmeric, the active compound, curcumin, is a potent anti-inflammatory and antioxidant that may help protect and support brain health. Method 3. Nutritional support. Certain nutrients provide the raw materials your body needs to protect the pineal gland and optimize its function. Magnesium. This mineral is crucial for activating the enzymes that produce melatonin. Many people are deficient, so a highly absorbable form like magnesium glycinate can support sleep and overall health. Vitamin K2. This is a critical, and often overlooked, nutrient. Vitamin D helps you absorb calcium, but K2 helps tell that calcium where to go, into your bones and teeth, and away from soft tissues like your arteries and glands. Method 4. Direct stimulation practices. Beyond diet, certain ancient practices are believed to support the pineal gland. Meditation. As we've seen, meditation can have a positive effect on things like melatonin levels. Practices that focus on the point between the eyebrows are thought to increase awareness of this area. Deep, rhythmic breathing can also reduce stress and create an internal environment that supports healing. Morning sun. Some traditions advocate for sun gazing, but this can be extremely dangerous for your eyes. A much safer and highly effective alternative is to simply get 15 to 20 minutes of morning sunlight on your face and body within the first hour of waking. This is one of the most powerful ways to anchor your circadian rhythm and signal health to your pineal gland. We've traveled from the temples of ancient Egypt to the cutting edge of neuroscience. We've seen how the myth of the third eye is rooted in the very real, very powerful pineal gland. And we've uncovered the widespread issue of calcification that is dimming this inner light for millions. But the most important takeaway here is not one of fear, but of empowerment. The science shows us not only the problem but also the solutions. The health of our pineal gland isn't sealed. Through conscious choices, by changing what we consume, how we interact with light, and where we place our attention, we can push back. We can support our body's innate ability to heal and restore function to this ancient gland. Science can't yet quantify intuition or measure a spiritual connection. But it has given us a clear map. It has shown us that this gateway, described by mystics for millennia, is real, it's important, and it's in our power to protect it. The journey to supporting your third eye isn't about a magical awakening. It's a journey back to alignment with your own biology, a process of cleaning the lens so you can see the world, and yourself, more clearly.